Strode and welcome to Straightforward. Today we're on location in Alabama with the one and only Coach Choo Choo Brown from the Albany State University. I tell you, Albany State people, we just are great wherever we go. You have taken on a new project, of course, leaving Albany State. You had a good professional ball career. You put a lot of kids into professional sports. Just too many projects to talk about. But now you have a brand new baby that you're working on. And when I saw it, I was just so excited. I was like, okay, so you've helped the young people. Now you're changing gears. And you've taken on this massive project, but it's a wonderful project, and it's going to change lives. Share with our audience what you're doing now, Coach Choo Choo.
Thanks once again, Ms. Gloria Strode. Always a pleasure to speak with you. Here we have embarked upon helping our unforgotten heroes. That's the female homeless veterans.
Female homeless veterans. And a lot of people don't realize when we think of homeless veterans, sometimes they just think about men. But we have women that are homeless veterans because they've served in the war zones as well.
That's absolutely correct. And in the Chattahoochee Valley area, we have estimated approximately 1,500 homeless female veterans. Of course, we have one of the largest military bases 15 miles away from this location.
Right, so we're here in Phoenix City, right across the Chattahoochee River, and we're like 5 minutes away, a stone's throw away from the Civic Center. And so this facility is at the traditional, historic Mother Mary Mission campus.
That's correct.
And at one time, this was a Catholic school for African American, but before that was a popular term, colored and Negro children. That's the legacy. And so now you've taken a portion of this campus and converted it into a living facility for homeless veterans.
Yes, the facility that is going to be utilized for the transition living facility once housed the nuns. This is their residence. So 12-unit apartments. Hopefully, we'll be able to start bringing them in within the next 30 to 45 days.
Well, we toured it prior to sitting for this interview. It's simply beautiful. It's just like home. It's a lovely place where I would stay from every detail. But that's who you are. No, that's who you are. And everything is top shelf. The bedding, it's the curtains, even the throw pillows. You have just thought of every detail, and it doesn't look institutional, is what I'm saying.
And that's the main purpose. We do not want it to look like an institution. We want it to look like a home setting. And once again, Gloria, this is not going to be a bed and breakfast type setup. This is going to be a program where we're going to be able to provide the wraparound service for these veterans. Once they leave here, we have partnered with Troy University and also Chattahoochee Valley Community College, where they can get into the training program and also the job placement program. So when they leave this program, they will have enough finance for 4 or 5 months to pay their rent. They will have a job. We have also partnership with Phoenix City Housing Authority and East Alabama Board of Realtors. So if they want to choose public housing or private renter, that would be their choice. But we want to make sure that they will be productive citizens once they leave the program. And then while they're in the program, anywhere from 6 to 9 to 12 months, they will get all the type of counseling and all the type of service they need. Home budget management.
That's so important.
Money management.
Yes.
Okay.
To make sure that they don't fall back into that trap. Right. So those wraparound services, you have counseling. I saw a beautiful room that you had. You'll have the counseling services. We looked at the the room where you have computers,
Yes.
state of the art, and you have a team of people from Atlanta that's helping you with furnish that. And
Yes.
I mean, you have checked every box. You left no stone unturned. That's what I like about you all being
God's
state
good.
I mean, always if you're gonna do something, do it right.
Yes.
And you did it at the level where it would be something that you or your wife or your child, you would feel good
Yes.
about leaving them there to help them get a new start.
Yes.
And certainly our veterans who have given so much, and they come back from war areas and they have complex problems. Some have physical ailments, but some have a lot of unseen challenges with PTSD and things like that. So you have been very thoughtful. I'm glad you provided us that tour. Even the snack room. I mean, you just went all the way, didn't you?
Well, we want to, we hopefully we'll be able to provide all the necessary, service that the resident would need.
And comforts.
And comfort.
Beautiful lounge area, very lovely furniture, big screen TVs. I mean, washer, dryer, microwave, everything. I mean, just like being at home. And it, actually nicer than some of the dormitories, especially what we had back in the day at Albany State. Of course, they have improved since we were there. But back in the day, we had one phone on the hall, and then we didn't have the best facilities, but we did get a great education. And so that's really what it's all about. But I think the mission that you're on is well needed. And I just want the community on both sides of the river that care about our soldiers, in particular our female soldiers, to step up. And what we're going to do is, we won't get into how people can sponsor a room. We'll do that after we go to our sponsors and then come back, because I don't want to have to cut you off with that, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do is take our first break, go to our sponsors, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors.
Straightforward is brought to you by State Senator Ed Harbison, serving the citizens of Georgia's 15th Senatorial District and on the front lines for veterans every day. Progressive Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1952. The George Ford legacy of high standards continues today in the compassionate and professional services provided. A touch of dignity for those who care. Progressive Funeral Home, 4235 St. Mary's Road, trusted by generations. The Columbus Memory Center, 7196 North Lake Drive, Suite A, Columbus. Dr. Jonathan Liss is a board-certified neurologist and sleep specialist committed to battling Alzheimer's by preserving independence, offering you the opportunity to get your memory number for free, the only vital sign for brain health. Call today at 706-327-4000 or visit columbusmemorycenter.com.
And welcome back to Straightforward. I'm continuing this awesome conversation with my great friend, Coach Choo Choo Brown, a graduate of the Albany State University, still doing great things. I tell you, I just can't say enough about what I know you have done to change the lives of others. We got some folks that it's always about them, me, myself, and I, and they never try to pay it forward or give back. And before this visit today, because I always do my homework, I was looking at your social media page, and I saw some of your former ball players and all the great messages that people have about Coach. And, I'm the coach's son and all of that, but that speaks to your legacy, because when you give of yourself and there are no strings attached, that's how you change lives. And that's where the honor and the respect that I saw on your social media page. It wasn't that you solicited. I saw you with photos with people, and I was like, oh, okay. So now this is your new baby with the Veterans Facility for Women. And you did share with me, because we saw some suites, that if we have a homeless veteran and she has children, then that suite, they share a bathroom, and then there's the adjoining bedroom. And they all have TVs in every room and nicely appointed. So you thought of every detail.
Well, you know, I feel like I am here to serve, not to be served.
All right, now teach that. Teach
Very
that.
fortunate, that's the way I was raised up by my mother and grandmother. We're a non-profit, 501c3 non-profit corporation. Anyone that would like to donate their time, not necessarily monetary, but their time and whatever resource they might choose to do, we'd be very grateful for that endeavor.
Right, and we had an office person here with you today,
Yes,
and she's a volunteer
volunteer.
and very professional, very committed.
Yes.
Stayed past 6 o'clock. No, because sometimes in the workplace, you know, I'm an old social worker, they're watching the clock.
Yes.
And at 4:01, in some state agencies, they already in their car, moving out of the driveway. So she was here and we waited until we did the tour and all of that, you know, and was just very, very lovely, wonderful spirit. But you're wanting volunteers for people that can come and help. But people can also, you showed me your mother-in-law's room. And that is in honor of your mother-in-law.
Yes.
And so people can actually do that.
Yes.
They can sponsor a room,
Sponsor.
and it's all tax deductible.
All tax deductible. So if they need to, would like to sponsor, they can, you know, call here at the office, 334-214-4554, and we'll give them the package, you know, to sponsor a room.
Right.
We still have about 4 rooms that need to be sponsored.
Right, right. No, and very, very lovely. We saw Coach
Oliver Davis.
Oliver Davis.
Yes.
We saw a TV news person from Albany. He sponsored a room
Yes.
in memory of their mother,
American Legion.
the American Legion. So anyone
Yes.
can sponsor a room, and you don't have to be Roman Catholic.
That's right.
Even though this was historically a Roman Catholic school.
Yeah.
Somebody just want to do something good for our veterans, then they can do that and still have the benefit of tax shelter.
And let me say this, Mother Mary Mission, Inc. is not a Catholic organization, even though the name Mother Mary Mission,
Right.
okay, is, you know.
The new organization.
The new organization.
Historically, it was. You had
It was
nuns.
a Catholic organization.
Right.
Was a Catholic school at one time. And we, this is a 5-phase development project.
Okay.
You know, first was the church, to get the church reopened. We did that. The second phase was the gym. Now we have over 250 kids coming into the gym from Monday through Friday.
Okay.
You know, the whole purpose is to keep these kids off the street.
Yes.
Okay, because we're losing too many kids.
Yes, we are.
We
Yes.
have different activity, after school program. We just finished up a summer camp program. Okay, intervention program. Kids that coming through the juvenile court. To try to show them some type of guidance.
Like a diversion.
A diversion.
Right.
So this is what we're about. The high school, the low school, we're in the process of utilizing that facility for child development, a pre-K center. So,
And pre-K is very important.
yes.
Because when our children don't go to pre-K and they go right into public school, they're already behind.
Yes.
And once you're behind in reading, you're behind in everything. Because reading is the key. And so we need our children, regardless of their zip code, regardless of their parents' financial standing, we need our kids in pre-K.
Absolutely.
And then into the daycare. Because my child went to daycare his whole life. He was the only child. That was his social life. He didn't even like it when the place was closed. You know what I'm saying?
And we also have an after-school program.
Okay.
For those parents that have to work late, okay, that they will feel free to have their kids in that program, so they will feel sure of the safety of their kids.
Right, and it's constructive, and it's organized, it's properly supervised, and it's really making a difference. And it teaches a lot about working with others and knowing how to win sometimes and knowing how to lose, good morals. No, really, and I know you know that as a coach. You know, you can work hard, but you might not win every time. And then we don't need to resort to anger or violence. So you're teaching all of those.
We're teaching all those life skills
Mm-hmm.
in our summer camp and our after-school program. How to communicate, okay, how to solve problem solving. You know, decided going to this, going to anger, okay, and get this.
Or weapons, yeah, because, you know, we've seen so much in the news lately. Okay, so pretty much you all have developed a plan, and it's 5 phases. So you're gonna deal with spiritual, you're dealing with our veterans that are homeless, so we're gonna take those that have nowhere to go, we're gonna shelter them. We're working on the spiritual, we're working on the moral side with our children, and then our babies, we're trying to train them up in the way that they should go. I mean, you checked every box there.
You know, the last 3 years, you know, we've been having a food bank giveaway. Last month, we have a clothing giveaway. We're having another clothing giveaway the end of the month and for the next 2 months. We also have, this year, we partnered with other organizations. We gave over 500 school back to school. So, you know, these are the type of things that we represent for the community.
Trying to make a difference right here in this community.
Yes.
Well, what we're going to do is go to our break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors.
Apple Tax Services for the best in tax preparation. 7413 Whitesville Road, Columbus. Call for your appointment today at 706-243-2590 or 706-243-2595. And remember, an apple a day keeps the audits away. The Miley Agency, 4903 Armour Road. Gerald L. Miley and William Ripsinger have been providing comprehensive reviews and insuring families in Georgia and Alabama for more than 50 years. The Miley Agency will work non-stop to find you the best policy at the best price. You can rest assured that your information is secure, confidential, and protected. Call today at 706-996-2045.
And welcome back to Straightforward. I'm enjoying this wonderful visit with the one and only Coach Choo Choo Brown. Still doing it good, as State Senator Ed Harbison, my friend, would say, still doing it good for the neighborhood. And I just think that you really, with this project, and it's 5 phases, that you really are a beacon on this hill, in this community, and it brings the light. Because for many years, just passing here, it was closed.
Yes.
There was no activity. So you brought it, and a team of people helping you, you brought it back to life. People from both sides of the bridge.
Yes.
And so that's what I want to say to people. Yes, this is in Phoenix City, but yes, this is for veterans. It's for the common good. And if you need somewhere, we're in tax time, and for the folks that make all of that money, you can always write a check and have this write-off for the next tax season.
Yes.
You know, and some people that do that, they plan at the beginning of the year. Because, you know, you get all of that kind of mail, you know, millionaires get that kind of mail. You get that kind of mail. But anyway, so your vision is to have the facility for the female veterans open in the next 30, 40 days, at least next 2 months, is what the goal is. And you've had some big capital projects to get in place. To see the big hot water heater, I don't think I've ever seen one that big. You know, things like taking care of the roof and heating and air and all of those things. So if people don't want to sponsor the room, they can just still make donations toward capital improvements. They can just...
Also, you know, Gloria, you know, we need linen.
Okay.
You know, never get enough of that. You know, the females going to need personalities.
Okay.
Okay, so people can, you know, give like a gift back, you know, for the ladies.
And you had some group from Columbus, I think, to do quilts. Beautiful. Yes. You had a room of just beautiful handmade quilts.
The ladies from Trinity United Methodist Church here in Phoenix City.
Okay, it was Phoenix City.
Yes.
And they donated all those lovely quilts.
30 quilts and approximately 40 gift packs.
Really? Okay, so you know our alumni group, you and I are a member of the same chapter, Chattahoochee Valley chapter, which includes Phoenix City. And every year we have to have a fundraiser. And so this is something that we need to email our chapter president about, because it was a discussion about events and community support. And normally we've done some facilities in Columbus, but this is a word cause, you know, because we actually even have veterans in the chapter. So I think that this information, we need to push that out.
And most of the ladies going to be coming from the Chattahoochee Valley.
Right.
You know, from Muscogee County,
Right.
from Harris County,
Right.
you know, from Russell County.
Yeah, not
You know,
just Phoenix
it's
City,
just not
because
Phoenix
in the Central Alabama VA system, it covers, the headquarters is in Montgomery, but it covers Columbus and Fort Benning.
Yes.
And so that is the service area
That's
that we're
correct.
speaking to.
That's correct.
But we want whosoever will can write a check. No check is too small, certainly not too big. Anybody want to write a $5 million check, we will be happy to, you know, we'll come and take a picture of it. Yes, we will. But even the small things, like you said, the gift bags, the personal items, even socks, the little footies that women wear around in the house and that kind of thing. And so linens, we mostly need full and twins. Right, full and twin size on the linens. And what else do you think of? Because there might be someone that can't write a big check, but they might be able to help with something like that. Do you need items for the kitchen? You got a very nice dining room. Do you need plates and things like that?
Yes, we need.
Okay, so we need plates and
pots and pans.
Yes. and things like that. So if you can't write a check, you got other things. Even if you have crock pots and things like that that you don't use anymore, because some of us don't cook real big anymore. Some of us, like me, I don't use those things anymore, but if they're gently used, those are things that you can wash and bring, and that helps.
And also on the backside of the dorm, we're going to have an area where they can have a barbecue. Okay, so if someone have a barbecue grill.
Okay,
like
in the patio area, you showed me that, like a little garden sitting area.
On the other side of the building,
Uh-huh.
okay, on the outside, it's going to be like a playground.
Okay.
Also for the kids.
All right, and so folks that might want to donate something for that. What about green plants? I did see some of those in the lounge area. Yeah, so folks that's got a real green thumb. I got a friend that's from Phoenix City that can grow anything and has too many plants, and she's a veteran. So when she sees this, she'll know I'm talking about her, and she has time to volunteer, and she's very knowledgeable. Yes, because she worked for an elected person for 20 years. So now that we're having this conversation, I understand more about what you have going on. I know you have a suit drive coming up.
Yes.
And this is where we want nice suits, because when they will have to go on job interviews.
Yes.
Right. And so we need them clean, put them in the dry cleaners, because we don't have a dry cleaners here. We have washers and dryers. But this will be March 1st. And they'll be able to drop them off here.
Tuesday and Thursday.
Tuesday and Thursday, okay? From 10 to 5. So someone will be here, like the very nice lady was here assisting you today, to receive those, okay? All right, so we got the March 1st suit drop off, and it's for the women.
Yes.
All sizes.
All sizes.
Nice and clean.
Nice and clean.
And you can bring everything, all the accessories, because you know some of us, we don't use all those suits anymore, because if you don't work full time, and a lot of people are working remotely, so they're not even going in the office with those clothes. So we need to bring those here for the ladies. We also need housekeeping items. We need pots and pans. We need twin sheets, full sheets. We need all of the things that you would have at your home. We like beautiful, lovely green plants to help decorate. You're going to have the playground. So anything that you would have at your house, you're trying to make home here for our veterans. Okay? Any last parting words before we run out of time?
Well, I just want to thank you for coming over and taking a visit, and this is a historic campus, and this is going to be a transformation for this city. And hopefully that we will be able to make a very big impact on many lives.
I think that you have a great plan, the 5 phases, and wherever people that's watching this, wherever you can get in, jump in, fit in to help make a difference, that's what we want people to do. And I will be cheering you on all the way. So now I got it. Wasn't quite sure, but now I got it. I know what the assignment is. And I thank you so much for all that you do. And we will be behind you cheering 100%.
Thank you.
All right. This has been straightforward. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Until next time, be blessed.
What up, world? What's up, Columbus? Be sure to tune in every Sunday, Straightforward with Gloria Strode, right here on NBC 38.